Jake Paul Joshua.
Oh, Jesus. That's a fucking bad idea. That's a bad idea. But let me tell you what. A lot of people watch that one.
Will you watch it?
Sure. You know what everybody's tuning in for on that one. Then I think everybody's going to get what they've finally been waiting for.
I'm a little fucked up, but will you take care of me forever and ever?
The problem child finally ran out of luck. For years, people wondered what would happen if a YouTube boxer faced a real heavyweight. On December 19th, everyone got the answer. This was not just a loss. It was a brutal reality check that left Jake Paul in a hospital bed with his jaw wired shut.
What's up, guys? The day after the fight. Got out of surgery a few hours ago. They put a plate in my jaw, wired it up. Hurts to talk, so I'm gonna keep it short. Took the L, respect to the men across.
This is no longer about hype, trash talk, or pay-per-view numbers. It is about the danger of real knockouts in boxing. Now, UFC President Dana White has finally reacted, and his comments are sending shockwaves through the combat sports world.
Is the burnt bridge with my brother unfixable?
I don't hate your brother. You guys need to fight guys your the same size. When you fought Floyd, you are massive. He did hit you with a fucking bomb, and you fucking ate it. He's gonna fight Gervonta Davis.
Who do you got?
Gervonta, I think, hits way harder than Floyd, but he's too small. Your brother's gonna be able to get inside on him, put his weight on him, tie him up.
I hear your critique on fighting guys the same size as you. Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Conor?
Yeah, you're fucking huge. Conor weighs 145 pounds, 155 pounds.
Yeah, but he says he can beat me.
The sixth round was supposed to prove Jake Paul belonged in the ring. Instead, it marked the end of his bravado. At the 131 mark, Anthony Joshua landed a clean right hand that instantly ended the fight. Jake had avoided the damage for 5 rounds and survived multiple knockdowns, but this punch was different. As he fell to the canvas, confidence turned into reality. Doctors later confirmed a double jaw fracture. This was not just a defeat. Jake was physically broken by a fighter who treated the bout like light work until it was time to finish.
Or Jake would have moved around the ring at 100 miles an hour. There's 2 things I would have done. Tried to shut Jake down at 100 miles an hour, or I would have gone on the back foot. So Jake decided to move around the ring, and I decided to put the pressure on. What I could have done better is a lot of things. 100%. In the fight game, you've seen the amazing fighters that have graced us over the last 100 years, and the expectations that we put on ourselves are immense, but I tried my best. Jake done well while it lasted, but if you remember what I said in the interview with Cameron is, fighting's not just physical, it's psychological. And when you understand the psychological warfare, I did say to you that, Jake, what's gonna happen? I'm gonna see a time when I'm gonna take your soul and you're either gonna give up or you're gonna get knocked out. And unless you have that instinct, you just will never be a good fighter. So I wish that I could have knocked him out at the start. But as we saw tonight, Jake has spirit. He has some heart. He tried his best, and I take my hat off to him because, number one, a lot of fighters haven't got in the ring with me, and Jake did. And secondly, even when he got knocked down, he kept on trying to get up, and I take my hat off to him. So America, I think you have someone who could potentially, if he still has the heart for it, come back again, dust the dirt off his shoulder, and come again and maybe sell out this center sometime in 2026, maybe against a Gervonta Davis, a Ryan Garcia, who knows.
The hospital aftermath has been a nightmare for the Paul camp. Surgeons at Miami University Hospital had to rebuild Jake's jaw using titanium plates on both sides of his face. The damage was so severe that several teeth were removed. Jake is now limited to a liquid-only diet for the near future. X-ray images shared online show the jaw snapped clean in two. Many experts say this fight should never have been approved. Jake's jokes about wanting Canelo next feel less like confidence and more like an attempt to stay relevant.
When Jake Paul lost to Fury, I haven't really paid attention to Jake Paul.
I have love for Jake too. I don't know what a fight's happening. I really
all
don't.
The same. He fights older people that are smaller. It's all the same shit.
Am I not remembering correctly? Didn't Jake ask if you could make a amends between them?
I don't think it's ready for that yet.
Well, it's not that I don't hate Jake Paul. Jake Paul's doing his.
Dana White did not hide his reaction. For years, he has called crossover boxing a circus, and this result backed up everything he said. Dana stated clearly that there are levels in boxing that marketing cannot overcome. He even joked in the past that fans were only watching to see Jake get knocked out. Seeing Jake heading into major surgery only confirmed his belief that the fight was a terrible idea from the start. To Dana, this was not shocking. It was expected.
Paul, what'd you think of the fight?
Oh, God. I think the gig is up. I'm just tired of Jake Paul as a boxer. I think he's done a fantastic job. He dressed up like Hulk Hogan. I just don't know how many more times Netflix is going to go to bat for him. But I think they will one more time because, you know, the axiom is basically if you draw money, you're going to be getting chance after chance until you're not drawing money. And then you'll still get a couple more chances after that because he did draw money. And that's kind of where he's at right now. You know, he's going to draw with Tyson. He's going to draw on this one. And so he's going to get a couple of more chances, you know, with Netflix. And they'll pay that, you know, good for him. They'll pay that money. But, man, these are, you know, this was just a bad fight. And made boxing look bad. Made boxing look bad in many ways. You know, especially it just was a circus. And the guy, you know, going for takedowns and the ref's not doing anything. I thought the ref was terrible. Thought Joshua, you know, was not good. Hurt himself, and then he even admitted it. And Jake was just out there not trying to win a boxing match. He was trying to survive and get the moral victory so he can go out there and be, you know, oh, you know, I lasted 6 rounds with Anthony Joshua. And he survived 6 rounds with him.
He survived all right.
But I
he
mean,
never quit. Like somebody I know.
The size difference on fight night was hard to ignore. Anthony Joshua weighed 243 pounds and looked every bit a world champion. Jake Paul came in much smaller at 216 pounds.
He appeared to carry Jake Paul for a while, but told me afterwards that he could see that Jake Paul was being evasive. I spoke to him personally, and he decided just to slowly marinate Jake Paul. Obviously hit him with a huge right hand midway through the 6th round to end the bout. Broke Jake Paul's jaw. He ended up in hospital, kind of rearranged his teeth a little as well, but was very clear afterwards to give great praise to the bravery and courage of Jake Paul that everybody saw. I mean, delusionally optimistic he really is. Jake Paul should go and fight YouTubers and influencers now. I don't think this kind of bout should be sanctioned again. But Joshua, of course, now wants to fight Tyson Fury. He's called him out, and I hope we get that fight in 2026 after both of them have had warm-ups. I understand Joshua will have a warm-up fight in Riyadh late in February 2026. It's all done here. It's over. It's a one and done. I hope it doesn't happen again.
Analysts now describe the fight as a Tom and Jerry situation, with Jake running and clinching just to survive. Criticism toward the Florida State Athletic Commission is growing. Journalists like Gareth A. Davies called the sanctioning irresponsible. When a beginner faces one of the world's most dangerous punchers, it is not a contest. It is a risk.